Hello, and welcome to my presentation on Disney and Fox's negotiations in which Disney purchased Fox in 2019. My name is Cameron Dudziak. Overall, the problem that will be discussed was Disney's purchase of Fox. Disney was in negotiations with Fox in order to buy a large sum of Rupert Murdoch's Fox Media assets. Rupert Murdoch is Fox's chairman. As you can see pictured is Fox Studios in Los Angeles, California. Disney was interested in this deal as an effort to consolidate their properties and bring together more talent in the entertainment industry. Fox, on the other hand, wanted to sell their assets because they were aware that larger companies such as Netflix and Amazon had larger budgets to produce new shows, and they felt that selling when they did was a, quote, opportunity to cash out assets at a possible peak. They made the decision to sell their assets rather than try to compete with the larger companies. Both companies were interested in a merger while also wanting to keep the negotiations private and out of the public eye. Because of wanting to keep things private, not much is known about the actual back and forth negotiations between Fox and Disney. What is known to the public is that Disney's original bargaining position that they offered Fox was $52.4 billion. However, in 2018, Comcast bid $65 billion, which Disney countered with an offer of $71 billion. This offer was accepted with the condition that Disney agreed to sell 22 regional sports networks that were originally included in the purchase. This deal also included Disney's stake in Hulu to increase to 60%. Fox wanted to merge with Disney over other companies as they thought that they were the best strategic fit. Pictured on the right is the Disney Castle and the 20th Century Fox logo. All right, looking at this negotiation in terms of concepts that were discussed in class, there are three concepts that I will be discussing, and they are BATNA, Wrapware and Personal Connections, and Mutual Benefits. First, BATNA, which stands for Best Alternative to a Negotiated Agreement, can be seen in Fox's negotiation tactics. Disney was not the only company interested in Fox, and after their $52.4 billion offer, Comcast bid $65 billion on the company, as I mentioned earlier. Ultimately, this caused Disney to offer $71.3 billion, which Fox accepted. Disney knew that Fox had alternative options, and in Fox having a BATNA prepared, they were ultimately offered more money. The second concept is wrapper and connecting on a personal level. This merger originally came from a casual conversation between Bob Iger, Disney's chief, and Rupert Murdoch, Fox's chairman. They were having a casual conversation at a winery in Bel Air when the topic of their businesses came up. From here, more conversations followed regarding a potential merger. Iger is quoted saying, "We genuinely like each other and respect each other," showing the importance of their connection on a personal level. As you can see on the right are the two men, Bob Iger and Rupert Murdoch. Finally, this negotiation utilized the concept of mutual benefits that we learned about in class. In acquiring Fox, Disney's position in the entertainment industry has only continued to grow stronger, and in doing so, they were able to compete with Netflix with their launch of Disney+. Fox wanted to sell its entertainment properties in order to not have to compete with large companies such as Netflix and Amazon, so overall, it was definitely mutually beneficial. What went well in this negotiation? Well, Disney and Fox were able to come to a deal through using their strong personal relationships with one another. For Fox, the bid from Comcast was a huge success as it upped Disney's final offer. The companies will be able to continue to have a strong, ongoing, and long-lasting relationship with one another because of this merger. Looking at what went wrong, the deal was originally created through a personal relationship, and the companies worked hard at keeping the negotiations and potential merger private. Had Fox announced that they were interested in selling most of their entertainment assets, it is possible that they could have been offered other deals from various other companies if they had been given the opportunity. Ultimately, an agreement was successfully reached with Disney's final offer amounting to $71.3 billion. This merger will allow for a long-term relationship between Disney and Fox. As I mentioned earlier, it was definitely extremely mutually beneficial. Overall, the final decision was strong and will have a positive effect on both companies. Here's my reference page. All of the sources that were cited come from the Full Sail library. The only sources that did not come from the library were the photos. Thank you.